Here's a news flash. It's never too late to start investing in real estate in order to grow your wealth. And in this video, I'm going to give you 11 steps to buying your first rental property after the age of 40. Welcome back to my channel. I am Greg Jackson, self-proclaimed attorney extraordinaire, a co-host on the weekly radio talk show program Let's Talk About It, and a general in the Let's Talk Nation. Hey, as always, the purpose of this channel is to educate, entertain, and empower viewers by providing insight on legal and non-legal topics to help viewers to navigate to the best life possible. And in today's video, I'm going to give you insight and steps on how to invest in real estate to generate wealth, no matter if you're in your 40s, 50s, or older. But before we get to the video today, if you could please hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment, I'll be certain to reply to your comment personally. For years, we've heard about the folks who started in their 20s and 30s investing in real estate to grow their wealth. And like me, you probably thought that once you hit the age of 40, it was too late to get in the game. Well, it's not too late. And when, not if, you buy your first rental property, you'll join countless others who are on the road to financial freedom. And here are the 11 steps to help you to buy your first rental property. Number 1, know your end goal. This goal should be based on realistic expectations and your financial capabilities. Ask yourself, when do you plan to retire? How much money do you have to place into the investment property? How much money will you need to retire, and at what point in period would you want to retire? These are very important questions to help you to get started on buying your first rental property. Number 2, avoid a fixer-upper. While it's tempting to go out and buy a house at a bargain price with big plans of fixing it up, as a first-time property buyer for investment purposes, this can be a huge mistake. More times than not, you're going to spend more time and money than you initially anticipated. Instead, it'll be smarter to buy a house that needs very little renovations that's under market value. Number 3, research different rental market indicators. When it comes time to purchase your first rental property, you're going to want to research because you cannot research too much. And as a part of that process, you're going to want to look for the following indicators of a strong real estate market: job growth, population growth, and city revitalization. A strong real estate market and job growth oftentimes go hand in hand. A strong population growth is an indicator of a strong real estate market. And a period of time for a city's revitalization oftentimes offers opportunities to capitalize on that real estate market. Number 4, analyze the property's performer. If you're looking to purchase a rental property that is already in existence, no matter if this is your first or your 50th purchase of a rental property, you're going to want to know what the property's performer is. Now, a performer is just basically a fancy way of saying a cash flow sheet or an indication of how much money you can make on this property after you take out taxes and other expenses. In other words, the performer is going to show you your ROI, or your return on investment. Number 5, save for the down payment on the rental property. Now, I know that I may get some pushback on this because I've heard some people say that you can actually purchase property without any of your own money. And in my mind, this is very dangerous because in essence, what you're really doing is you're using a business credit card or a business line of credit in order to purchase property. And at the end of it all, you're still going to have to pay back that credit with interest. So you should treat the investment of a rental property the same as you treat any other investment and be prepared to make a contribution. Now, the down payment for a rental property is anywhere between 20 and 30%. However, there are some opportunities where you can pay between 5 and 10% of the value of the rental property in order to get into that property. Now, if you don't have the money now, some things that you may want to do is you may want to start to prepare yourself by lowering the amount of debt that you have. So pay down some of the debt. The other thing is to also set up an automatic savings process or savings plan so that money is automatically going into an account that is saving for your down payment. And the other thing that you may want to look into doing also is to also reduce your monthly expenses. By doing so, that's going to leave you additional monies to save. The more money you save, the more that you can put towards the down payment of your rental property. For number 6, you're going to want to get pre-qualified. Now, pre-qualification and pre-approval are two different things, but I'm going to leave that to our real estate friends to tell us the difference between the two. But with pre-qualifications, that's going to tell you exactly how much property you can afford. And with pre-qualifications, there are going to be certain things that you have to show, but I'm not going to go through everything, but I want you to know that there's more than what I'm telling you right now, but these are just some of the basics. One of the first things that they're going to look to is your credit score. Typically, you're going to need at least a 680 to be pre-qualified, but 740 or above is the sweet spot. The other thing is to show 2 years of employment. And if you're self-employed, you're going to want to show 3 to 5 years of financial stability or monthly income during that time period. In addition, you're going to want to show that you have cash liquidity to pay that down payment. The other thing is that you're going to want to show that you have a low debt to income ratio that will help them to see or show that you have the ability to pre-qualify. Now, again, these are just some of the things that they're going to look to for pre-qualifications, and there are others, but this is one of the things that you're going to have to get in order to be in position to buy an investment property. Number 7, and I may be jumping the gun here, but I would say consider getting a property manager. Now, I know that one of the temptations may be to say, hey, I can do it all myself. I bought this property. I'm going to manage this property. They're going to pay me the rent. But I can tell you that there are a lot of headaches that come with being a property owner. The 3 o'clock calls when something breaks down, having to run after or chase someone to pay the rent. This is something that it will benefit you to have a property manager that can do those things for you, so that in essence, as we talked about in prior videos, owning a rental property becomes passive income. So for number 7, I would say consider looking at or getting a property manager. Number 8, once you have settled in on that investment property that you are considering or looking to purchase, you're going to want to get a home inspection. Now, home inspections cost between $250 and $450, but they are well worth the price because they will save you a tremendous amount of time and potentially money. Because they're going to show red flags or issues with the property that if you don't find out before you purchase it, you're going to be repairing it after the purchase and after the buyer or the seller, in this particular case, is no longer responsible for making sure that those things are corrected. Now, the home inspection can help you to do a couple of different things as well. The home inspection can help you to get things repaired before you purchase a property, but it can also help you to negotiate a better price on that rental property. So be sure that you take the extra time and the extra money to get a home inspection once you've decided on the rental property that you would like to purchase. Number 9, no matter if you are financing that property or not, you're going to want to get an appraisal. Now, the appraisal is going to tell you if the money that they are asking for that property is worth what you're paying. And a lender is going to want that information before they even provide you with the loan to purchase that property. So let's say, for instance, if they're selling the property for $200,000 and the appraisal comes back at $100,000, that's probably something that a lender is not going to want to pull the trigger on. In the same respect, let's say they're selling that property for $200,000 and the appraisal value is $300,000. Hey, that's a really, really good deal. You're not going to have any issues or problems with the lender. Now, if you're not having it financed or you're coming out of pocket for these things, the appraisal is going to let you know and help you to feel good about your own investment into this property. Again, if they're asking $200 and it's only worth $100, how likely are you to want to really and truly buy that property? So be sure to get that appraisal so that it sets your mind at ease, and if you're getting it financed, it helps to set the lender's mind at ease as well. Number 10, don't forget to shop around for homeowners insurance. Buying a home is one of the biggest purchases that you're going to make, even if it's just a real estate investment such as a rental property. And you don't want to put that property or yourself at unnecessary risk by not having insurance to cover things that may occur that you're not anticipating or expecting. Now, before you purchase homeowners insurance, make sure that you check with local agents and get the best rates and determine what's the best coverage for your home. In addition to homeowners insurance, if you're using this as a rental property, another layer of protection that you're going to want to consider is an umbrella policy, which is a second layer of coverage for your investment property as well as your other assets. So don't forget homeowners insurance. And in order to provide a second or a greater level of coverage for your home and your other assets, an umbrella policy in excess of whatever your homeowner's policy is. And finally, number 11. Choose the right financing for you. And by that, I mean timing of how long you want to pay for this rental property. Now, if you want to really and truly hold on to this property for a long period of time, 30-year financing may be ideal. It keeps the monthly payments low. It allows the property to appreciate over that period of time. However, there may be an opportunity or a reason where you want to get financing for a shorter period of time, such as a 10 or 15-year mortgage, where you're looking to purchase this property but be able to sell it because of the indicators that we discussed before. It may be in a high growth market area. It may be in an area with city revitalization where in a short period of time you can actually sell that property. But you're going to want to look at the financing, the timing of the financing to determine what's best for you in making this investment. By following these 11 steps, you're going to be well prepared to purchase your first rental property and well on the road to financial freedom. And listen, I hope that you enjoyed this information and that you enjoyed the videos that I put out for you all. And if you do, I want you to hit that like and subscribe button, and also to let your friends know that they can tune into this channel to get great, outstanding, fantabulous information about how to navigate to the best life possible. But hey, listen, until the next time, you've been listening to me, none other than Greg Jackson, self-proclaimed attorney extraordinaire, co-host of the weekly radio talk show program, Let's Talk About It, and of course, a general in the Let's Talk Nation. Until next time, be good.